right, let's get to it. So, I did a little work off stream, not a whole lot, but just making some nicer dice graphics, and it like increases the presentation so much, and it makes it look so nice. It got me really excited about working. I wasn't planning on streaming again today, but these are the old dice, and see they're fine. The dice and buttons are perfectly serviceable. You can tell what they are. I scale them up, though, and they don't look nice scaled, but these are the new dice. So I made these in a vector art program on my iPad. No, I did make some on my iPad, and then I installed Inkscape and did that on my computer. I did these this morning on my computer. I didn't put in the color except for the gray for score, but otherwise I can code the color in when I render them. So that's the new dice. This is the old dice. So let's just compare correctly. So you can tell how much nicer the top is over the old dice. I also used a nice font on the buttons, so it's not this bull crap. And the circles look really good. The rounded edges look good, and I was just learning how to use Inkscape. Vectornator is no more. They became a subscription service. So I'm trying to find a good vector art program on my iPad. I've been using Affinity Designer. Actually, I can show you here's something I made in Affinity Designer, just trying it out, which is fine. This took me probably about 4 hours, maybe 3 hours. On Vectornator, this would take me 30 minutes. So this took forever, but I was learning. One thing I notice when I'm using Affinity Designer is the curves. The angle of the curves is just, this was me putting a point here, here, and here, and then just making this a curved anchor point. And the curves are not good. They're not, by default, they don't seem to be right. You have to adjust them. So that was one thing that Vectornator was really good at, was doing smart curves. So I see that when I open this up, I see the shoe curve, like that's kind of messed up. This is one I spent a little more time on. His nose curve's all messed up. So it's like minor stuff. Affinity Designer Pro, I'm using like a 30-day trial, and it's like a $20 program. So it's a one-time purchase, no subscription, so it has that better over Vectornator automatically. It took me forever to figure out stuff like the drop shadow here. One thing I could not figure out how to do, really the way that I combine for the white outlines and the vector art that I do, typically it would not fill this in with white, but I couldn't figure out how to do this the same way in Affinity Designer. So there should be like a little hole here, and you should still see white outline, but there should be a hole there. And then you would get drop shadow in there as well. So kind of like this. Like this is how. So I tried doing dice in Affinity Designer, was not having any luck with it. So I got Inkscape instead, and actually what I just did was I designed one of these, and then I copied it over to Acebright, and then made all the dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I did these in preview. So in preview, you can enter markup mode, and you can add text. So that's how I added them to this. Like this is literally the way I did it. I would say roll. I put that there, and then put it in place, and then it's good to go. So then the colors, they're not colorful, but I could just render them in the appropriate color. Oh, I see what mistake I was making. Okay, so I had swapped the gray and the red. I was wondering why my code wasn't working when I put it in there. But Now when I run this, like the buttons just look great. So big fan of having these nice looking buttons. And see, like I have that coloring in green, coloring in gray. You can score it, and coloring in blue. So Love can do rendering colors, which is pretty nice. And I'm just going to play, I did this in the last stream, I'm just going to play a quick game and get to the end to show off the 2, 3, 4, nope. To show off the final screen. 800 points, wow. 55533. And I'm not using any logic here, I'm just doing it as fast as I can. I'm still getting a good score. This is like one of the better scoring hands. Not really. I got up to 4,000 or something when I was playing it this morning, so I need to balance the score. Actually, that's one of the tasks I need to do. 5, 5, 1, 1, 1. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 180 points or something, 150. Okay, so I can also scale them down. So I figured out you could just use a fraction, or it's like 0.33 I use. So I can scale them down. Before I was scaling up. So before they were 40 by 40, and I was scaling up to 120 by 120. Now I'm scaling down. So the big need here, the big thing we need to do, I say we, it's the royal we. Oh, and how was my score this time? Did I even look? 3190? Not a top 5. So nicening up the font is one of my needs here because this is pretty terrible looking. So I was just reading how to do that. Oh, and another thing is sound. Nice rolling sound. I'm going to do that today too. I've already got it sort of almost ready. I need to figure out how to do fonts, and so I was reading on here and I was kind of getting excited about it. You actually create a font object using an image. And so the way they show this here is they show these yellow separators. And the yellow is the color it starts and ends the image. And so that's how the program knows how to load a font from an image. And you tell it like what letters are in place. So I think that's pretty exciting. Let's just get in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one, I guess, as long as what I had before. I'm going to just copy this, and I guess I want it to be yellow. I'm going to go into preview. And let's pull that up. Markup. Font. And let's make that yellow, and I'm using this one? Nope. This American Typewriter, bold. I think that's a pretty cool font. There's no way to load system fonts. It's pretty weird. Oh yeah, and I want to put this kind of in the middle here. So it's just going to center it. JKLM, I know my ABCs, I swear. Not going to fit, so let's make it a little smaller. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be smaller than the rest of the font, but that's okay. We want numbers. What is that, period? Okay. I'm a little concerned there's not enough space between them. That's a problem. Gotta use the right symbols here. I don't need everything that they have, so I can just I might need some of these. I'm not gonna need that though. That's probably fine, honestly. Yeah, you probably want that. But what I also want to do, let's make this a little bigger. Put space between each of these. Let's just do double. Okay, then, all right, let's get it on there. Then I can see it's 48 like I had it. God. Okay, and then I can do spaces. I probably want this a little better centered here. Do spaces. Entering spaces. I don't think I'll need commas. Now, I took out symbols because I figured they're a little, what's the word? Vicious with their font choices. But just in case. I don't know how to do the back tick. Well, that's what they do. Star, number sign, equals, thing. Okay. Okay, great. It's still not quite big enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to just make this bigger. I'm going to do canvas size, and I want to do 3660. That should be big enough. All right. This is just so I can get it in a sprite, mess around with it. All right, and then I'll cut it down to size. It'll be perfect. So there we go. There's our font. Somebody else's font, but I have to make a font object out of it. So I looked into it. You can use TrueType fonts, but I don't want to. I don't know the legality of including a TrueType font file with a game, and you can't just load from the system. People say that's a big no-no for some reason. I don't know why. But let's go ahead and put this in here. Whoops. Paste. Okay. Actually, probably what I want to do here is, now, it's fine. Probably resize this. So make it 3000. And make it 80. Okay. I'm going to make it 96 less. So let's do this. 299604. And maybe make this 50. Yeah, that should be good. Looks good to me. All right, now I need my separation color. So this is where I'm gonna put some stuff in. Probably, this is not a fixed width font. No, we don't want that now, do we? So wow, this is gonna be a little tedious, isn't it? Well, it won't be so bad. Maybe I'll just put in the lines first and then go back through and do the fill color. So I'm leaving 1 pixel between the separator and the letter. What's really cool about this is this just makes it so fast. Love makes everything so fast. Just to have an idea, I need to make this font. Like when I had to do that before, I mean, making the font, I could have done it this way, but then loading it would be just a gigantic pain in the ass. The advantage here is this is not a fixed width font. And the advantage is it doesn't matter. It loads it, it knows how the widths work. It knows how to render everything. So I think that's just so cool. So it's like the kernel of what I was doing. In C with SDL. Like the kernel is there. They've just made life easier. Can't explain that. Can't explain it. Oh yeah, you hear my neighbor. That's my neighbor walking around. That's one of my big stressors in life, is the fact that I can't have silence in my home anymore. Well, it is what it is. Shit. All right. I'm good enough. And it doesn't have to be perfect. So if it doesn't look good, if a certain letter doesn't work good, I can fix it. Also, the scale of this should be equivalent. Like, it should be the biggest I need it. So I shouldn't have to scale. Up. Oops. So that's, I think, advantage here. Almost through the lowercase. How far we got to go? We're not even halfway. Okay, that's fine. Why don't I just, for a break from the monotony, go in and fill these in? Oh, I forgot the space. Out of space. Wow, what am I gonna do? I'll put it in at the end. No, it should be in the beginning, right? $229.40. And I don't know how big to make a space. Actually, yeah, it's about right. Do like that. Here. Oh, kitty, don't bite me. Oh, shit. Okay. There's my space. I assume, do I need like a 1-pixel stripe, do they say? Warning, make sure that the image starts and also ends with the separation color, or else the last character in this case won't work. Okay, got it. Cool. The transparent part of the letter is kind of Just need a little bit of space here. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. The advantage of this like fast prototyping stuff, like I wouldn't normally be working on something like this, like polishing and making it look good. Normally care. Not this early. But it's so easy, like why not? Like if I spend 15 minutes doing this, well, first of all, it's so much less than I would spend doing it in C. So in C, I would have to keep track of all the widths. I'd have to calculate the widths. I'd have to measure them, write down the number of pixels. And, for a non-fixed width font. In C, I would say, you know what, I'm just going to go with a fixed width font. It's easier to do the math. It should be there instead. But for Love, they make it easy. Handle all the work for you. Keep seeing an artifact. A sprite is a little glitchy. And I'm not even going to use most of these letters. It's probably not necessary. But I'll have it in there. It'll be extendable. Extendable. Like extendable ears. What is that from? Remember. Font separated. I hope I'm doing it right. Like, do I have to specify the color? I don't think I do. I think it figures it out, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just following this little tutorial. Might be doing it wrong, who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll get there. I mean, we're almost there. Maybe we should save this. What are you doing there? Like trapped in something. Oh, E-Sprite, come on now. Alright, hope it saved it. I would be pretty pissed. Okay, it did. I wasn't letting me select the line tool. So, you know, I kind of need that. Kind of need that, don't I? I've played through, so I also want to do score balancing today. So I want to actually do it on paper. And I don't want to do it mathematically. I want to do it by looking at the different hands and just seeing like what's fair. So I'll put out the hands that I currently have, like the scoring I have, and then I'll adjust it as necessary. So like, should a full house with 6s, should that beat 4 of a kind of 4s? Probably not. You know, so that's what I'll balance, think about that kind of stuff. And I was already thinking about this off stream, and I was like, no, I should do that on stream. I shouldn't do that off stream. Like, that's part of the game development. And I already, you know, doing the vector art today, I shouldn't have done that off stream. So I started working on the font stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that off stream. I'm going to do that on stream. Do as much as I can, document the process, and maybe I'll upload this to YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Actually, I should put these on YouTube. That would be a good... I think a lot of people on YouTube appreciated my programming videos that I've uploaded. And it might be cool to even take my roguelike and move it over to Love. I don't think you can put C code in Love, unfortunately. So Lua you can somehow interact C with Lua. I'm not really sure how. But I don't think you can Love. The thing, it's just not portable. So Love is very portable. In fact, you can like run Love programs on your phone, on your Mac, on Linux, on Windows, on I think everything but a Switch. Nintendo Switch is not supported. I say that, but there is a dev kit because Balatro. Well, I assume Balatro for Switch was developed in Love because Balatro was developed in Love. So, but I don't really know. You know, using somebody else's font is probably not within the rules either, but it's one of those things like if I have to change it, I will. And it'll be easy. I'll just swap in the other file. That's something I'd like to look up, learn. If I'm gonna ever make an LLC for my games, I'll need to know the rules for stuff like that. Intellectual property rules. One thing in my science career, I stayed away from patents. I just don't care. They are so onerous. There's no chance. It's just everything that's fun about science, patents do not have. But I know a lot of people who went into that kind of thing, and we're very excited about it. No, if I need a patent, I'll just call Saul or something. Better call Saul. Getting there. How long have I been doing this? 30 minutes I've been on stream. I don't think I've been doing this the whole time. But I can't complain about how long it's taking because it's really not. Yeah, so patents in science, you have to, you know, if you have like a thing you want to patent, you have to put as much specific text in there as you can about how it can be used, like all the potential for it, and have to like, you know, writing a scientific paper, you have to be pretty specific, but you can even leave out a lot of details. Like no one checks a lot of that stuff. But for a patent, you can't leave out anything. Everything's got to go in. So that's why I just never had any interest in law of science. And in fact, universities, I don't work for a university, but if I did, universities they'll typically have patent lawyers. They have like business centers that, you know, everything you develop when you work for a university belongs to them. So they have people that take care of it. People looking out after their money, not looking out for you, looking out after their money. Almost there. I'm in the symbols, so I've only got maybe 10 left. I've gotten much faster with this. too fast sometimes. Brackets. Brackets are the last of its kind. Oh no, they're not. There's something else there. Quotes, double quotes. That's the last. Okay, I also want to see. All right, let's fill it in first. I want to make sure that I don't have I can get rid of as much white space as possible. So it looks like brackets are the closest to the top. Okay, the backtick is the closest to the top. So let me just do that. Oh damn. Maybe, you know, fuck it. Never mind. It's good enough. But I can I'll have to adjust the bottom too. Oh no. Now what are you all antsy about, kitty? You know it's 3 o'clock. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. That's why you're antsy. Yeah, it's come on, you're a little early. You're a little early. I'm her only person right now, so she's yeah. Tries to get me to feed her every 5 minutes. No, 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 no. Here, come on. Here. You're fine. Ow, oh my god. You're gonna just bite my finger? Okay. All right. So I guess what I can do is cut it all, and then I think I need to get rid of maybe 5. Whoops. Be 5 pixels. Then we want to just okay, that was too much. Just look through, make sure everything is in place. All right, looks good. The lowercase g and y, the ones that actually have. No, that's good. That's actually perfect. Let's look at G, Q, and P. They're a little higher. J got 2. G has got 2. The Y has got 1 though. It's like a transparent mess. All right, so let's go ahead and export this. All right, I don't know if it'll work. Oh, let's see what we got. Okay, create a font using an image. Oh, that's wrong. Here, let's open main.lua. Where's load sprites? On a new function here. We'll do a local font. It's going to be assets. This is called font. Then I think those are the right letters. Why don't I take a double check kind of thing? So we have a space, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, X, Y, Z, all lowercase. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, all capital. Then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Period, comma, exclamation mark, question mark, minus, plus, slash, parentheses, colon, semicolon, percent, and back tick, tick, star number equals bracket, bracket, and then quote. Cool. Looks good to me. Okay, so we're going to return the font. Okay, well, let's just see if anything works from that. Nice. Okay, it is working. It is loading it. The problem is I scale that up. So I need to scale it back. Anywhere that's that, it's going to be this. Oops. All right, now let's take another look. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, that does need to be moved about 80 pixels to the left. Yeah, about 40 pixels to the right. Okay, look good. The score needs to be fixed, so let's move that around. First of all, we're going to move it maybe quite a bit to the left. Maybe quite a bit. About 50, so let's do 70. Kitty, come on, come on, don't bite. Don't bite me. Don't. Come on. What do you want from me? All right, I'm going to give her snacks. I know I shouldn't reward this behavior, but I'll be right back. Okay, back. Let's go through all the font now that I have it loaded. Okay, maybe that's a little too far to the left. I don't think you're going to be scoring a million points. So, yeah, that's probably fine. So let's go ahead, select dice to hold, select dice to play. Oh, that's a hell of a good full house right there. Full house. 560. I don't think it's possible with the current scoring because it's a 10 round limit. And the highest scoring thing. Let's look at my scoring. I don't know. Highest score multipliers 40 for 5 of a kind. So that would be 40 times 6 times 5. So the highest you can score is 1200 times 10. If you got that in every round, the highest you can score is 12,000. That's like a perfect game. If you get 10 5 of a kinds of 6. How's it going, Snerd? You just missed the font fun. I remember you were here for my font fun like years ago when I was doing some font fun. But I was just an A-sprite, like, working on the font. So I got that in the game now. And it looks pretty good. It looks better than the built-in font that I had. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 200 points. 5, 5. We'll save that 6. 6, 6. We'll save the 5. 6, 6, 6. I need to get this scoring figured out because the way it is right now, the scores don't make any sense. 6, 6, 6. I'm just rushing through. I don't care about score. I do, though. 4, 4, 4. 5, 2, 2. 5, 5, 2, 2, 5. 3, 3. We'll save the 6. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. 32 points. I had one earlier that I had a pair of 2s or something. My high. And it's like 4 points or 8 points or something. Terrible. Okay, so I have to fix this. Obviously, that's way too big. Oh yeah, and that's scaling it up. So that shouldn't be scaling it up. That's the problem here. So I want to move that down into the left, and then I want to make stuff smaller. So first let's do, just to make this faster, we'll just do 2 rounds. All right. High scores. Down and to the left. So let's do 400, and we'll do 200. And then we'll do that should be 1, 1. And we'll make that 210, and we'll make this 0.5. And actually make it 0.75. Might as well scale. All right, let's get in there and look. So I just have to do a couple hands here. Oh yeah, 4 of a kind for 1s. What is that? 120 points. Doesn't make any sense. My scoring system does not work. It doesn't make any sense. Not even to me, and I made it. Okay. Aha. That's a problem. So this, yeah, this should be like 60. 4, 4, 4, 4. Wow, 5 of a kind. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. Why not? Save the 3s. Paid off. What is... Oh, well, yeah, you changed the X value. Stupid I am sometimes. Let's do 260. I'm so mean to myself. You got a full house. There we go. Yeah, and this high scores, the high scores. Actually, maybe I should put those at the top because I'm thinking of having the 10 highest top scores instead of just 5. But wow, this is incredible. The game. The game is almost done. I mean, I need music, I need sound. I don't really need a menu, although maybe I do. Like I need a quit button. The quit could be down here at any time. You just click it and then quit. Instead of, I do Command Q to quit. That's how I quit everything though. So let's put that at the top. Let's put that, it should be 20 and then 80. Do a couple rounds here of 1 of 5. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. So, I mean, this just looks so much nicer now. I mean, it has jumped up in quality just from the little bit of work I've done today. The jump in quality is enormous. Can I get a 5 or a 6? No. Had a good chance for it. One, two, three, 4. Oh, I got rid of the 1. What was I even thinking? It's okay. Oh, you don't need it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight. I don't even know how my game works, you know? $18 points for 3 of a kind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. 2 of a kind 2s. 2 2s. Okay, yeah, scoring is going to be important though. Getting the scoring balance, that's important. Four, 4, 4, 4. So there we go. That's the beauty. Okay, the dice I've noticed are on top of the letters a little bit on the left, so I do need to space things out a little more on the end game screen. So draw end game. $40 plus 65. 20. Guess I'll make that 50. All right, quick game. 5, 5, 5, 5. That's better than a full house. 3, 3. 3 1s. That's terrible. 3 3s is a little better. Now it's 4 3s. Even better. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight. 2, 2, 4, 3, 2. Get rid of that. Okay. Terrible. Good full house. Best full house you can get. Five, 5, 5, 2, 2. Not a bad full house. 2, 2. 2s are terrible though. 2, 3, 4. Gotta get a 5. No 5. Damn. Well, that sucks. Oh, damn. How do you... What am I doing wrong here? It's going too far down. I think I need to increase the space between them. Make that 70. 70. font is half, so it's half 50, so it's more like that. Ugh, I don't know. Here, let me do 3 rounds just so I'm not. Taking all day. Okay, well, fuckity do. What the hell is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's me not being able to figure out my own code. Like, sitting here staring at this. I can't read it. It's like my mind glazes over. So, for number of rounds, I is your multiplier for how far, what your rounds are. So 75, 75. Let's look at this. All right, I guess had that at 50. Maybe this should be 85? 85. Let's try 40. Oh yeah, so that's 20 plus 20, so that should be 50. I think that'll work. Let's just try it out and see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's like a perfect straight. Because I had a 1. Okay. You know, there's a little bit extra space in there. So I guess I can remove that extra space. Let's try 75 again. It's just faster to do it manually than to actually do math. Sit down and do math. Damn, I have really bad luck on this one. Okay, well, I didn't have anything that had a... I need a straight. Forgive a kind, not gonna do it. Full house, not gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I needed. All right, so that can go up a handful. So let's just say 45. Nope, trying to get that straight. Three, 4, 5, 1. Get a 2. Got it. Cool. So, and then that can go up a little as well. So maybe 5 more pixels. We'll do 70. One, 2, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Good. That's what I was going for. Awful. 622. Okay. Yeah, and they're crunched together a little bit. So now I need to do 10 rounds, make sure they all fit. They should fit. Can't imagine they won't fit. But I just need to go through 10, so bear with me, prototyping. Got to play through this so many millions of times, it's ridiculous. Try to get a high score. Good start. Straight. 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Beautiful. 1,000 points. Ooh, mouse. And I re-rolled a 3. 5, 5. We'll save those. 5, 5. Shit, that's terrible. That's the downside. If you re-roll and you don't have anything, kind of fucked on points. 36 points. God, I was doing so well this game too. Did I try? I'll try. Yay, I got something good. 600 points. Okay. So almost running out of room there. That's very interesting. I'm just going to remove 10 from my adding thing there. And then it'll be good. I'm not going to test it. I just know. Remove 10 there. Move 10 there. And that should be fine where it is. Okay. So what did I just do? I nicened up the font. Done. Let's do dice rolling sound. Dice rolling sound I've made a thing. And I just need to open it in Audacity and separate it out. So I spent about 5 minutes in Drambo earlier and just put a bunch of clicks together that kind of sound like dice rolling. Documents. Games. Dice game. Assets. Oh yeah. Hang on. Where the hell is it? I gotta move. OBS here is on my desktop. All right. Dice.wave. All right, let's see if OBS picks this up. Probably will not pick it up. So let me add a quick capture here. No, that's not gonna work. Delete that. I'll add. Not stickies. Audacity. And now can't. Oh, you can see my mouse. Good. But I need to transform this. Bit to screen. The hell? Why is it on there twice? I don't know, but let's see if it picks it up. Picks up the noise. Okay, it's a little loud. I apologize. But yeah, that's it. So let's now. I don't use Audacity a whole lot, so this is going to be a shit show. So first of all, get that whole sound. Copy. Is there a way to paste a new? All right. Port. You know, I don't know. I don't know anything about sound and love, so I'm going to be learning. So let me just make sure that this plays. Okay, it does. You can't hear it, but I can hear it. Yep. Okay, that's roll 6. So now we're going to roll 5. New. Export as wave. That's gonna be roll 5. So I made like, I could have made like different rolling sounds. I just made 6 different ones. So if you're rolling 5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 dice. That's the way I did it. And they all sound a little different, so it's not perfect and it sounds really bad, but I'll fix it later. This is a placeholder, you know? Roll 3. I just essentially made a bunch of click sounds and then staggered them a little so they don't all play at the exact same time. Oh shit, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? All right, so we're here. And then I made one for clicking buttons. Sound for clicking buttons. So there's a little, you know, audio feedback, which players are used to having. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. I mean, that's not great, but a little closer. Okay, and then export that as wave. I'm assuming waves work. I don't know. All right, I've got all the waveforms in there now. What I need is a new folder for in progress stuff that I'm not actually saving. That. I guess all my Sprite files can go in there. Oh yeah, this was what I did for my dice. I just made a single, like a 1. That's my vector thing that I made in Inkscape, and then opened that. I exported it as a Pong file of a certain size, the size I wanted. And then I opened that in Sprite, and that's how I did that. Okay, so let's see. How do you do sounds? I'm love.sound. So decoder, an object which can gradually decode a sound file. Sound data contains raw audio samples. All right, let's try love audio, love.audio. Play the specified source. The source defined. They don't say what a source is. Creates a new source from a file, sound data, or decoder. Cool. All right, so let's go into load. We're going to load sounds. It's very similar to how SDL works. but again, simpler. And we're going to do init. Actually, no, load sounds. Okay. And that's after font, load font. And we're going to do the sounds equals this. It's going to be like this. I don't think I need to type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, click. Cool. So I make soundosaurus a table, and then I load the 7 sounds in there. And let's just see that this can load them. See, it has no problem loading them. Okay, it does have a problem. So in function load sounds, new source, in function load sounds, love callbacks 228. A new source. What's the problem? Bad argument number 2. Okay, string expected. So I do need argument number 2. Static or stream. All right, so I guess we're doing static. That's very interesting. Okay, let's make sure that that runs. No problem. Okay, and then love audio, it's play. And then source. So I need a function that's like play sound. That's it. And so now I can just call this. That way, I mean, I could just put this love.audio.play in anywhere I want, but it's a little nicer to just have my own little abstracted function there that's easier to remember. So when you click a button, so let's go to phase click. Did you hit a button? Reroll, okay. So what we will do before that is we will play sound 7. There and there. And there. All right, let's see if it works. See if the button playing works. Hey, I got a sound. That did not capture. So let me do this. Oh, you know what I probably have to do? I know what I have to do. It's capturing my whole desktop. I don't understand OBS. All right, just deal with it. Okay, so now you should be able to hear it when I click the button. 1, 2, 3, whatever. Can I score here? I got 2 2s. So it just makes a little click sound, that's it. And it's just hitting the button, it clicks. Maybe clicking the dice. So when you're clicking the dice here, did you hit any dice? You do. So we're going to do play sound 7. There. And that's phase 1, 2, so that should be fine. There's nothing in phase 3, so let's try that again. Make sure. Oh, that's pretty... I don't know how that sounds on stream, but that feels pretty satisfying. Okay. Okay, so now re-roll. We're re-rolling. So we're gonna play sound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we're rolling 6 dice. Oh no, that's not right. Count equals 0. If it's not selected, count equals count plus 1. This needs to be local. And then if count is greater than 0, then play sound count, else play sound 7. Actually, you're already playing sound, so you don't have to do. You're already playing the click from the button. Right, so let's see. This one's going to be a little worse, probably. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 1 dice. Alright, I need to do it there too. It should be 4. Nice, okay, that works. 2, 3, let's just roll like 5. Yeah. Alright, a little feedback thing then. I'll get rid of that, so let's try this again. I had done it, so when I re-roll, it unselects the ones that I have selected. I don't know what it was just doing there. What did I get rid of? Yeah, it's like cracking its knuckles quite a bit. Why? Why? Okay. I clearly have some logic based on selected dice. Okay. Okay, it shouldn't be doing that if the score is grayed out, first of all. So that's in phase 1, 2, click. We want to only click sound if it's valid. I'm glad I just sat there clicking that. Damn. Why? Why does it do that? It's playing all of them. All right. A little debugging, because what the fuck's happening? Why? Why is it doing that? I just passed a 2. Like, I pass a 2. Oh, can you see that? Is that on stream? Yeah, it is. So I'm passing the 2. The 7 is from clicking. Okay, clicking. And then I rerolled 4. When I do 2, it goes through all of them. One, 2. Oh, well, that's why. What the hell happened there? All right, roll 2. I had fucked up. So, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, there was a weird thing where the program ended when I was doing this, so I didn't understand what happened. So it is this one here. I just have to redo it. Okay, I messed something up. I was clicking too fast. Now, what was that? Where did I do that? Play sound. Let's just find where I play sound. All right. Here, I'm going to take that out where they are unselect. It's unselecting the dice that you have selected. And then I can take out this print statement. Yeah, that feedback is much nicer. All right, and then new game. What does it do? Is it reroll? No. But what is it? New dice. We need to play sound 6 because we're re-rolling 6 dice. First thing it does, it starts off by rolling 6. Okay. It didn't do it that time. Okay, I'm not sure why. This is game decider. Oh, that's why. We'll just put that in there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's cracking knuckles, but it's okay. Oh, can you see my mouse on there? I guess. Yeah, you can. Okay, good. 3s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not perfect, but I mean, considering that's like from 5 minutes in Drambo, where I was just like, I just need something. It can be a placeholder. It's fine. I didn't exactly spend all morning on it. Wow. Oh, I need to put Owen Wilson wows in this game. No, I can't. I don't own copyright on the Owen Wilson wow. 21. That felt like a good game, and I'm like 2162. It's like not my high score here. So, okay. I think I want to list the top 10 scores, maybe. So let's just open library, application support, love, dice game, scores.txt. Right. And then scores. Fix high scores. Load. I have like load scores. What do I do to load the scores? Init high score. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Should work now. Let's just make sure. We'll do a quick one. Every game is quick. Because there's basically no game. Very straightforward. Oh. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. The advantage of that is if I select a straight, I don't have to reselect them. So now I keep the dice selected. So that is, I had it like that yesterday and then I changed it. So I'm glad I changed it back. Fuck. Well, I forgot a very important thing about high scores. To actually display them. Love that. Sometimes it doesn't seem to change what you have because it's just re-rolling the same thing. So I would need some feedback. And there we go. So 2972, it wrote it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the score from the last game, I don't remember what it was. It's probably that 2454. So now I have 10 high scores. So that's just a subtle change. I could make that 15 high scores. Looks like I have room for it, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. Making good progress. Okay, I wanted to do one other cool thing. Let's dice rolling sound, more or less. Figure out points, advanced high score functionality. That I don't really know how I'm going to do it because I don't know how to parse stuff. It's so simple in C. You can do scan F. No, what is it? Can't actually remember what it is. Scan F, F scan. F print goes to a string. S print goes to a string. Anyway, in C it's easy. Like if I was sitting here coding C, I would like immediately know how to do it. I think it's no, it doesn't matter. So advanced highest score functionality, that's like enter your name, initials, time and date, that kind of thing. That I don't want to mess with that right now. So I guess figuring out points and balancing the game is sort of an important thing. So let's just make a spreadsheet. Let's make a spreadsheet. All right, beautiful, we have a spreadsheet. Big font. Okay, so die high, pair, two pair, three kind, four kind, five kind. Okay, I'm going to start with these. The way that I have this now is die high. You actually can't get die high. There's no way to get it. There's no, with 6 dice. Unless you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you would do die high, but that you'd have a straight. So you wouldn't. So really, no one's going to do that unless they're stupid. Okay, and then for pair, what do I have? I have to look at my score modifier. Score modifier for pair is 2. Oops, God. Okay, 2 pair. Actually, well, I guess if I'm going to have that on there, can I? Here. Full house. And, God, I don't know this. I should know this. Full house comes before 4 of a kind. Where does straight fit in? Straight fits in before full house. That makes sense. Okay, so I'll figure those out in a bit, but 3 of a kind, it's a 6 modifier. So, 6. Wait a minute. That should be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Because we added up. So add it up. If you have a pair of 1s, you have 2 points. Multiply by the modifier. Okay. 3 kind, it is 6x sum. Right? And 4 of a kind, 30 and 40. And 2 pairs, 4. And straight, 10. Full house is 20. All right, I just want everything to fit on the screen. I actually don't use this program very much, so if I ever have anything that I need to do in a spreadsheet, I rethink my life. I don't even use Excel. I use a CSV file instead of a spreadsheet. Okay, so let me just calculate these. So 3 of a kind for ones would be 3 points times 6, so 18. 2 would be 6 times 6, so 36. 3 would be 9 times 6, so 9 times 6 is 50. Oh my god, 48 plus 6, 54. 4 times 3, 12 times 6 would be 72. So this is just going up by 18. So 90, 108. Figured out the pattern a little too late there. Full house, we'll get to that. 4 of a kind. So 4 ones would be 4 times 30. That's ridiculous. Jump in points. That's a problem. 2 times 4 is 8 times 30 would be 240. So it looks like this is just going up like that. 600, 720. Let me just see. 4 sixes is 24. 24 times 30. Yeah, 720. And then 5 of a kind, 5 ones is 5 points. And times 40 is 200. And this just goes up by 200. Okay. So obviously the points here see, the problem with this game is that the value of the dice is the big decider. Because, I mean, you're getting 3 of a kind of sixes, you know? And it's like almost the same point as 4 of a kind of ones. Oh, I got the double mouse going. What's going on with that? I'm going to have to turn that off. Okay, there we go. So, that needs to be balanced a little bit. How do you insert this? No, how do you insert a row? God, I don't know. Add row above. How do you do that? Table, add row above. There we go. So we want to add it below. You want to add it above. All right, so say 2 pair, 1 1. One, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so all of these are not going to have anything. And then this will be for full houses. 2, 1. No, there's no such thing as 1 1. Okay. And this would be for 2 pair. You can't do anything 2 pair. It's all going to be the same as this stuff up here. And you can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. That. Okay. But then insert above 1 through 6. Insert above 2 through 6. That's your straight. So the straight, what is the straight? 10. So what is this? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. It's 150. And 200. Three of a kind, nothing. All right. Two pair. And I'll need everything for full houses and everything else. So let me just get all the values in there. 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. Actually, no, 4, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is ugly. Okay. 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5. All right. Actually, you will need 2 pairs for this stuff. But not for this. Well, let's put all these in first. This would be faster to copy and paste. Cool. All right. All right, so 1, 2 for 2 pair, you don't need 2, 1. 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. So anything with a 1, you don't need a 2 pair of. And then you won't need the 2 there. 1, 2, you won't need a 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, you won't need. And then this, you won't need any of those. Because a 2 pair, if you have a two 1s and 2 2s, it's the same as having 2 2s and 2 1s. There's no difference. Okay, but the full house, there is a difference. So like 1 1 2 2 2 versus 1 1 1 2 2. All right, fuck. All right, so 2 pair, let's just say 4x sum. So the sum there is 6, so that's 24. The sum there is 8, so that's 32. Sum there is 20, so that's 80. Wait, 1, 4, that's 5, 10, so that's 40. It looks like I'm going up by 8. 6, 7, 14 times 4 is 56, yes. There's some mathematical trends here you can see. Pretty cool. Okay. So I think I really just want to shrink the range so that you don't get penalized as much for picking these small time combos. So really this is just going to be modifying the multiplier. All right, 2 and 3, that's 10 times 4 is 40. 2 and 4, 6, 12. 12 times 48. All right, looks like we're going up by 8 again. 56 and 64. 8 to 16 times 4, 64. Yep. I'm doing the in the head math. And it's all adding up. 3, 4, 7, 14. 14 times 4. I already figured this out. I forget it. 56. Wow. Wow. 9, 18. 18 times 4. 72. Yeah. That's 9, 18. Wait, 9, 18 times 4, 72. Yeah. Wow, that looks weird on my OBS screen when I scroll it. Okay, 11, 22. 22 times 4 is 88. Good. Okay, so I just have to figure out the full houses, and then I can start to think about this. So that's 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, which is 7. So that's 140. Yeah. And that's 1, 1, 1, 3, 3. So that's 6 plus 3, 9 times 20. And that's 3 plus 8, 11 times 20. Going up by 40. All right, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. That's 6, 7, 8 times 20 is 160. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 6 plus 6, 12. That's 240. That's going up more points. 2, 2, 2, 6 plus 8, 14 times 20. What? Okay, 160. Oh yeah, because it skipped one. 240. 280. 320. 360. Because I skipped. So the math, I'm like, why does this go up 80, but these go up 40? It's because there's no such thing as a full house with 2 2s and 3 2s. It's a 5 of a kind. And a 5 of a kind is worth 400 points, so it's worth more than this. 333 is 9, 10, 11. 11 times 20. All right, 260, 140, 80, 420. Let's calculate. 333, that's 9 plus 12, 21. 21 times 20, 420. That's correct. Well, that's the kingly hand there. You get a full house with 3 3s and 2 6s, and you got the best score in the game. 4, 4, 4, that's 12. 14. 14 times 20, 280. 20. 360. 440. 480. Let's calculate and make sure. 4, 4, 4, 12 plus 12, 24 plus 20, 480. Yeah. Do it. I could do math in my head. Two, 3, and all right, 17 times 20 is 340, 380, 420, 460, 540. 15 plus 12, 27. 27 times 2 is 54, yeah. Yeah, that's right. All right, 6, 6, 6, 18, 19, 20. 20 times 20 is 400. I don't know. This is weird. If I put them in order of points, yeah, like I think this is too high. This 40x is too high. And meanwhile, this 2x and 4x are too low, and 6x too low. So I think maybe just looking at the numbers, I can get an idea of what I can shrink. So the maximum full house you can get is 560. So let's just do max here. Max Medina. The maximum you can get is 6, 24, 88, 108, 200, 560, 720, 1200. That's a pretty wide range. So maybe if I adjust my maximum, where I want my maximums to be. So maybe I want my maximum here, new max. I want that to be 12. 24 is fine. Maybe 48. Maybe 96. What's 96 times 2? It's 192, yeah. 192 times 2, 384. I know those numbers. I use those numbers daily. 184, would that be good? And 384 times 2, 768. 288. Hang on. Don't just always multiply by 2. Sixteen times 1.5, 324. And then here's what I'm gonna do. That's half of that, 360. Okay, and then 640. Let's do 600. Okay. This is just gonna modify the modifier. That's all. So I want these numbers a little nicer. New max. 50 or 200. There we go. It'll make it worth your while to do die high. I could shrink everything down also. Divide everything by 3. The 6, 8. No? Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's way too low, though. All right, that's how I'm going to do it. All right, new modifier. Really? So 3x. So we'll stay with 2x. We'll keep that 24. 4x. This could be 48. Same. And then, yeah, about 108 is probably fine. Maybe 96. What is 108 times 5 divided by 6? 90. Yeah, we'll go with 108. We'll keep it there. Okay. That's probably fine, the 2x. So it's really these big ones that I need to change. So good lord. So what is half of 560? 280. Probably a little nicer. A 10x for a full house. It's the same as a straight, so maybe do 12x. So what is 666 plus 5. What is 12 times that? 336. That's fine. This can be 15x. So what is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6? That's 6 times 4 times 15. 360. Then 6 times 5. That should be 20. Good. Good. So I'm just, you know, it's random, but it'll make diversity of hands a little better. You still want to go for the highest thing you can, but there'll still be some reason to pick some hands over others. Like, if you got it, you won't lose as many points. So let's put these modifiers in here, and I want to save this as a in progress document. So, 3x, let's go in here. So for a die high, 3, for 2 of a kind, 2. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know about that. They're out of order. Oh, that would be 36. Yeah, that's not too far off. And then 6, 6, and 5, 5. Oh, yeah, I see. So I guess I'm keeping that as is. Two, 3, 4. 3 of a kind. 6, staying the same. Straight will be 10, staying the same. Full house is going to be 12. 15x is 4 of a kind. 5 of a kind, 20x. So I've just kind of mellowed out the scores a little. Whoops, can't see that. That's off stream. All right, cool. Did I save that? I did. All right, let's run a few games. Get it going. Oh, I got the sound and all. Lovely. Uh, 6, 6, 4, 4. All right, I didn't get any 5 of a kind that time. Browntown, downtown Browntown. Brownsville. Yeah, I don't know. I think favoring high scores, like high dice values, is still the strategy. I mean, that's just the way it works, though. It's just the way it works, man. You gotta get lucky. I guess the hard part here, from a player perspective, is it seems sort of arbitrary. But you know, honestly, when I play Balatro, I never know exactly what I'm going to score. Like, it doesn't give you a score preview before you hit score. So, before you hit play cards. So, that is, it's nothing new for, scoring in a game to be arbitrary. But I'm okay with this for now. So, let's move on. I'm going to say score, figured out score. Balance the game. Okay, music. Music. Do I want to do that on stream? That's a creative process. I don't really know what kind of song I want to play. It could be like it could be like the Maple Leaf ragtime music. That's all open source, open access. No, it's what do you call that? Public domain. The open access of the music world. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's how Yahtzee is. I looked up Yahtzee scoring yesterday, and I think you get like a set amount of points for a full house. Like you get 25 points or something like that. And I was reading that, and I was just like, that's garbage. Because it's really easy to get a full house. Like, if I'm just going for a full house, I can probably get one every time. Well, I say that, and maybe not. I got a four of a kind, hey. But it's usually, like, if you have something like this, boom, I got a full house. So, there, boom, I already have a full house. Oh, whoops, I don't have a full house. I thought that was a 5 because my brain doesn't work. But it's fairly doable to get a full house. So I guess by summing, that's a part of the strategy of the game. Is I want the dice to be worth more if they're higher. Like a 5 of a kind, a 5 of a kind is pretty rare. But a 5 of a kind of 2s just score 200 points. Don't open that. So 200 points for that. So these aren't accurate scores now, so I can't really tell you. But I don't know, the best full house is 336 points. So that's a 5 of a kind. But if you got a 5 of a kind of 4s, you'd be, that much more. So I don't know. It's all strategy, and I think it adds to the strategy of the game. Even though I'm like, oh, it's so random. Minutes ago, I was describing the weakness. Wow, 3 of a kind, 18 points. That's bullshit. Who determines this? That can't be right. I gotta get to the end and see. No, because it was 3 ones. Yeah, 1 1 1. So I mean, you're rolling low. You shouldn't get awarded. But that is also another solution. That is to have a set, to not to think about the value of the dice. That's the other option for scoring. Don't think about the value, but think about how many points you like. Yeah, if you got 25 points just for getting a full house. Then you would maximize getting high scoring hands and not worry about the value of the dice. That's a thinker. I got that 3 of a kind twice. I got a 4 of a kind of ones, a 3 of a kind of ones, a 4 of a kind of ones, a 3 of a kind of ones. How did that happen? That happened before my eyes. And a 5 of a kind of twos. Oh boy. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm going to consider it. That'll be considering, is it worth it? Is it worth changing it to something like that? The scores will be less meaningful. They'll be less arbitrary. It'll be more like Yahtzee. So I don't know. Think about it. I'll think about it. All right. There is something I wanted to do. So I'm not going to do music on stream. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. But there's one other thing I want to do. And that is when you set up the circles. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is okay. If no colors on math random 1 through 3 equals 0.25. And 4 5. Let's see. Okay. Problem with that. BG color. There we go. Circles 1 are adding it. So now draw circles. Draw BG. All right, there we go. That should be cool. Yeah, so just picking random colors now. And I want it to change every time. So new game. Do I have like new game somewhere? Okay. Let's get through a game and just see if that changes like I think it should. Oh, and let me put this on. Ooh, better. Okay, new game. Hey, you get different colors every turn. So it's gonna clash every time. It's gonna be absolutely ugly every time. There's like 9 different color combinations the way I have it set up. So it's gonna be a dark red, green, or blue with a light red, green, or blue. So it doesn't look good, but it's okay. It's not meant to. I actually don't know if a full house of 3s and 5s is better than a 4 of a kind of 3s. So arbitrariness of the scoring. Nice, get a new color. Whoa. It's really fast to go through a game too. 60 points for 4 ones. That's good. 2, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Let's get a new color. Ah, that looks good. Beautiful. I guess I could put a preview of the score in. That would make it less. If you have a choice to make between a 4 of a kind and a full house, then it would. I don't know. It would make you have a more informed decision. Oh, that's terrible. New color. What? What did I just do? Oh, nothing. Okay. Blue and green. Blue and green. The fuck? Oh, I know. Okay, blue and blue. I'm like, why is it doing that? It just likes blue and green, that's all. Red and blue. Red and red. Blue and green. Wow, it's the opposite blue and green. Also, for the circles, I guess you do it without the outline, and it looks more like psychedelic. It actually takes like half the processing power too, because I'm drawing half as many circles. For the white outline, I have to draw an extra circle for every circle. I'm drawing 2 circles. So it actually looks a little nicer without. I think it looks a little nicer with the outline, but it looks pretty wild without it too. It looks nicer with the yellow font, not having the white outline of the circles. So this is pretty great. This has come a long way. All I need now is a menu, options, and a song in the background. Maybe I'll just pick a public domain song and maybe I'll get my keyboard over here and I'll just play like something Scott Joplin-y or something like that on stream. I haven't played Ragtime since I was like a kid, so probably can't do it, but it might be interesting to try. That'd be a fun stream. Ethan embarrasses himself playing a keyboard. Anyway, that's going to do it for me today. So that's 2 hours. Made some good progress. Got some things checked off the list. Did some stuff that wasn't on the list. And the game is almost done. Basically, menu, options. No, you can't see it. Menu, options, and then advanced high score functionality. That's like more details. Maybe like date and time. And maybe name. And then music. And that's it. And it's a finished game, and then I'll deploy it. I'll put it on itch. I have an itch account. I don't have any games on there. This will be my first one. So that's the power of love. To quote Huey Lewis in the News. Is that Huey Lewis in the News? I think it is. The power of love from Back to the Future. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the input. I appreciate it. See you later. Bye.